In an interview with Fox News on Monday, Republican Senator Marco Rubio finally broke his silence, when forced to break his silence, about the Donald Trump stealing documents from the White House scandal. And of course, about Donald Trump allegedly flushing documents down the toilet. But here is what Marco Rubio had to say. And of course, he was pressed on this because he was outspoken about Hillary Clinton's alleged mishandling of classified documents. So they pressed him on the Trump issue. And this is what he said. Well, first of all, I don't know what's true and what's not because they've made up so many stories about Donald Trump over the years that, things that I just knew were flat out untrue. Before I even continue, he admitted it, Marco. He said he had the documents, and he said it was totally cool for him to have the documents and that he turned them over. So there's no question about what's real and what's not when he admitted it, and the National Archives admitted it, and everybody involved admitted it. We know that this happened, so stop trying to muddy the waters right out of the gate there by saying, I'm just a moron, I don't know what's real and what's not. He gets even dumber. Here it is. Nowadays, in the mainstream media, you just need one source to smear Donald Trump, and maybe you don't even need that, so it's hard to tell anymore what really happened and what didn't. The documents that were in Mar-a-Lago, by all accounts, were turned over. Look, if the process wasn't followed there, then there needs to be something that happens about that. It's not a crime, I don't believe, but the stuff about flushing paper down the toilet, who knows if that's even true? Cool, let's put aside the toilet problems for a moment, okay? Let's pretend that we don't even know anything about the toilets. Taking the documents to Mar-a-Lago was illegal. That was the illegal act, removing them from the White House and having them in your personal possession. That is a crime. You can't sit there and say, that's not a crime. It's a crime. It's a very specific federal law that was broken here by somebody that we have to assume at this point was Donald Trump, because the documents were found in his private suite and he had told people, don't ever touch these boxes. That's all criminal activity that comes with a 3-year prison sentence and possible barring from life, for life, not barring somebody from life, barring them for life from running for office again. It's a crime with specific penalties written out in the law itself. How can you say that I don't believe it's a crime? So suddenly in Marco Rubio's world, when he's not tweeting out idiotic Bible verses that mean nothing and he gets flattered for on Twitter, suddenly crime is not illegal in Marco Rubio's little world. There's no question that the documents were in fact in Mar-a-Lago. Donald Trump himself admitted it. So stop saying we don't know what's real. We know that's real. Don't say it's not a crime. It's a very specific crime. It's a violation of the Presidential Records Act. And according to legal scholars, I forget the name, but it's actually a violation of yet another federal law. And that is, of course, the one that does carry the 3-year penalty and the barring from public office for the rest of your life. It's very simple, very easy. The only question we have to figure out is who took the documents physically from the White House and on whose order were they acting. This is Hattie. Hattie wants to know why you have not subscribed to our channel. You obviously like our videos, so do us a favor and subscribe.